Hi, my name is Jimmi Bradbury. Welcome to this week's blog. It's wonderful to be able to connect with you again as we enter the last week of April. Gosh, it's almost 4 months. A third of the year is already gone in 2018, the 1st of May tomorrow. So welcome to this week's blog. It's been a very eventful first week last week, and I'm very excited because there was so many great things going on. First of all, just wanted to kind of touch base with you and let you know about the startup weekend that I was involved with last weekend, which is part of a networking group, an international networking group. I think it was established in America, which forms these networks of startup weekends and gatherings of people who are in the startup phase. And they put one on here in Australia, and I was honoured to be a coach in the event that was here on Saturday, Sunday, which was essentially 54 hours where a group of people, 26 people, pitched their start on Friday night, and over a period of 54 hours they formed teams and then developed an idea into a business proposition. Yeah, there was 26 people came together on Friday night, Friday evening. They pitched their idea. They had 60 seconds to do it, and then after they got together as teams, and eventually they formed 11 teams, and over 54 hours they put together an idea and a business proposition. It was a wonderful event. I got the honor to be able to coach at it, and also there's a couple of videos out there on social media and various places where I've given a few interviews, and I'll try and share those with you during the course of the week. So just to give you some of the highlights of the weekend, as I said, the 23, 24 people who were pitching on Friday night put together teams of 11, and over the period of the weekend they put together a minimum viable product, because that was kind of the baseline that the judges wanted to get things really started and embedded. So they established a minimum viable product, which essentially was identify a problem that needed to be solved. So the teams went away for a period of about 12 hours, established what the problem might be and how it is they would be able to solve that problem. The second stage was to validate the problem and the solution. So the various teams went off into the communities and interviewed various people to establish whether or not the problem was actually out there in the marketplace and whether they could relate to it. And they took surveys and brought those surveys back to be able to then address it with probably putting together one or two. In some cases there was 3 solutions to the particular problem. So the research was really good, and the whole validation exercise was great, because it took some, these people who for many of them was their first journey on a startup. They actually brought them out into the marketplace and met real people and interviewed them and validated the issue that they had at hand, and also the assumptions that they were making. So that was really good, and that was really pretty much most of Saturday, and helping them in terms of asking the right questions was really important. And for me, the most important thing, as I've mentioned before with startup, is to actually get really clarity around the idea that you're looking at, and the solution to the problem that you're trying to resolve. Getting clarity around that and why you're doing it and how that aligns with what you want to do, and also why it is you want to do it, is really important. So that whole element of clarity was really, I think, very much appreciated with the teams that I was coaching and helping through the course of the weekend. Then through the night on Saturday, the teams put together the bones of what was going to be their business model to be able to establish the idea in terms of the financials, what it is they were going to be able to sell, the product or the service, and what it was going to cost them and how much profit they were actually going to make. And they put that together on Sunday morning into a business plan, which I dropped in with the teams early on Sunday morning and gave them a hand as to how to put together a business plan involving the financials, involving the market surveys that they've done, interviewing people, who the potential client base was going to be, and all of that we put together on Sunday morning, so that it provided the foundation for their pitch, which was going to be late on Sunday evening. So we got to sit Sunday evening, which is obviously was yesterday. It was a fantastic event. All the teams got together, all 11 teams got together. They all made a pitch for 5 minutes, and that's all they were allocated. And then there was a 5-minute Q&A session afterwards. And it was great to see how people could actually put together an idea and put it together as a really valued proposition to be able to take up into the marketplace and be able to create a business out of it. Unfortunately, everybody couldn't win, and they had we had 3 winners yesterday: a third, second, and first. But I do give credit to all 11 teams, because every single one of the presentations were fantastic. And I have no doubt if the teams want to go forward, which I'm hoping they will, and I'm going to help them if they want my help, of course, then I think each of the 11 have a really good business model to be able to take out into the marketplace. So that was a fantastic evening. If anybody ever gets a chance to get to the Techstars network website, have a look at that, because these kind of events are ongoing all around the world. I think there was probably about a dozen of them going on this weekend all around the world. So techstars.com is the website, and I will share that with you through the various social media platforms during the course of this week. So the other thing I wanted to talk to you about this week was, of course, the excitement around my new website that is going to be launched within the next week to 10 days. I'm really excited about it because it's taken to bringing together my 30 years in business of working and living around the world in places like London, Manila, Hong Kong, Los Angeles, New York, and back again in London and here in Australia, and bringing all that together in terms of the successes I had and the many struggles I had, to be able to share those with whoever wants to get an experience from the challenges that they may have, real life experiences, and seeing the struggles that I had, and maybe they can identify them with them and be able to see the journey I took to find solutions to those problems. Because I think anything that I encountered, and I'm sure what people found also in their problems and their struggles, whether it be startups or in businesses, are nothing new. And these things have all got solutions, as I found, but it's been able to take the support from somebody who has actually been through that journey before, and their perspective on how things can get resolved, is what I'm really aiming to do with the website, and be able to give that back to as many people as possible through the 30 years of experience that I've got, and also working with thousands of clients over that period of time, and now also being able to share, probably with some interviews as well during the course of the courses I'm going to be giving with some of my current clients, like Olympian athletes, doctors, psychiatrists, and business owners, and families working from home, CEOs of multi-million-dollar companies, and being able to share that with those, to be able to give experiences not just of my past over 30 years, but currently with the clients that I'm working with. So it's all really exciting. I've seen a couple of iterations now of the alpha tests of the website, and I'm very excited about it, and it's really coming together in a really professional way, and I'm really excited about that. So that's looking to be launched in about a week to 10 days time. So I hope you're as excited as I am. If you want to be part of that, which I encourage you and really hope that you will do, is something that you can then engage with, because I want to be able to get your experiences, your challenges, and being able to help you with the way that I've dealt with them. So I'm reaching out to you to be able to hopefully engage with me, tell me what the issues are that you might be feeling would be good for me to be able to put out on my courses during the weeks when the website is launched. So I hope that that kind of gives you an update. I'm very excited about it. It's probably one of the most exciting things I've done in many, many years. And as I say, really looking forward to that being launched over the next week or 10 days. So if I could leave you with a couple of tips from the startup weekend, I think if you are thinking of starting up a business, the first thing that I've said many times, get clarity about what it is you want to do, why it is you want to do it. Make sure that those align with what it is you're trying to do, the problem that you're trying to solve, and most importantly, align it with the values that you live your life by. So that's number one. Number two, make sure to surround yourself with a good team. And I can see that in the 11 teams that were there at the Tech Startup Weekend this weekend, all 11 teams had really, really good people in it that were very supportive, and all brought different dimensions to the pitches and the business proposition that they were all presenting at the weekend. The third tip I would give you is make sure to put together a good, robust plan that sets out the realistic timescales, the goals you want to achieve, and the financials, and make sure that it is a viable proposition that you're presenting, because you've got to remember there won't only just be judges who will be judging your presentation, but in the real world there'll be people who will be wanting to potentially invest in your business or lend you money or get into your business in terms of supporting it, whether it be as a partner or an alliance or as a business mentor who is going to coach you. And finally, as I advise all clients, if you've got a good plan together and you've got clarity around the situation, and you've got a good team, the most important thing, as always, is that you implement, you execute, because it is always going to be in the implementation and execution of the plan that's going to make me be able to make sure that your business is able to get to the market and be successful. So I hope you got value from the blog this week. If you did, please share it with your friends. Do send us a review. Tell us what you'd like to hear over the coming weeks in terms of how it is I can help you with any challenges that you might be having in your business, either starting up or in your current business, that I'd be happy to share with you, because that's what I want to do, give back and share with you my 30 years of experience of working with thousands of clients around the world. And as always, get out there each day and live a wonderful life. And remember, respect is earned, honesty is appreciated, trust is gained, and loyalty is retained. Have a good week, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.